Como decir que me parte en mil las esquinitas de mi hueso, que han caído los esquemas de mi vida, ahora que todo era perfecto. Y algo más que eso, me sorbiste el seso y me desciende el peso de este cuerpecito mío que se ha convertido en río.
Hi everyone, welcome back to True Alignment Tarot. Today I have a pick a card reading for you about, is it over? Is it officially done, kaput, over and out, no more, sayonara, or are you guys getting back together? Sometimes relationships can go through ups and downs, and sometimes they can actually bring us closer together because we find out more about ourselves and our partner. Or sometimes it's just time to move on with your life and flourish and grow. So I have 3 piles of cards for you to pick from today. First up, we have number 1, which is Amethyst. The stone's from Peru and is very beautiful. One of my favorites. Number 2, I believe this is called Merlinite, or perhaps dendritic quartz. I may have got that wrong. If you know the name, please leave it in the comments below so that I will know too. But I call it Merlinite, and that is number 2. And number 3 is this beautiful Opal Boulder, which comes from Queensland, Australia. So go ahead, just feel into which pile resonates with you, and then skip to the timestamps, which will be below in the description. Alright, number 1, let's have a look what's on the cards for you guys. So immediately I can see that you've been wanting to work on your relationship, or you have both been working on your relationship together. Maybe you've been getting some kind of counselling. But we've got the Hooded Man twice, the Hermit, so I think that you're both pretty much in retreat mode from this. You guys really aren't sure what's going on, but I mean, so much joy has been shared between you both. Like you used to, it's like you used to just be the spark of joy in each other's lives, but there's obviously been hurt as well, but there's also a sense of divine timing, I feel, in this relationship. And it's like you're both really holding your turf on this one. Neither of you are willing to give an inch. Which, guys, is not actually that productive. Wow, okay, so we've actually got 8 of Pentacles twice as well. So maybe this is something you both really want to work on. You're both like, what the hell's going on? Maybe you're both actually just lost in your career or your other things that are going on in your life, and it's taken away from the joy that you used to share in this relationship, because I can see it's really been something that's been divinely guided. And again, see, this is the card of mercy from the Angels of Atlantis oracle cards. Somehow what I'm seeing is like this person's talking and this person's listening, and I know that that's not standardly what this card's about, but to me I actually feel this for you guys is actually about listening and properly hearing what the other person is saying, because I feel like communication could be an issue here. And here with all this blue around the Ace of Swords, that's like the fleur-de-lis going into the ear, which is beautiful. I think communication might be what's going to work for you guys. Again, oh my god, okay, so Ace of Swords and King of Swords, 2 Hermits, 2 stones, 3 of Cups, 3 of Stones, 9 of Swords, 9 of Bows. So you guys are really mirroring each other at the moment, which is fascinating. and beautiful in a way, and there again is the reflection. So I think what you guys, I don't think that this is over. I think you both really want to work on this because you bring each other so much joy and you need to tap back into it, and the key is going to be through communicating the truth to each other and really listening and just allowing grace to flow through, because this is something that's really it just feels like there's a lot of help around from Spirit for you. I wouldn't I mean, I'm inclined to say it's something that's kind of, you know, aligned or destined, but I don't choose to say that or believe that wholly because I think that we can choose to choose our relationships, and we should choose good ones and ones that work for us, not ones that are harmful, that are degrading, disrespectful, violent, ones that shrink us and make us less than what we are, that are to the detriment of either party involved. And yes, we learn and we grow through them, and we can become a better version of ourselves, but we can also really start living in our shadow selves and blocking the other person out. And if you guys can come out of the shadows and talk to each other, I think that you both have a tremendous chance of achieving success and reunion and joy in your relationship. 100%. So I will just draw and see if there's any wisdom to come through in my little deck here. Some of them are facing the wrong way, so just ignore that as I shuffle. Just gonna let it fall out. This one's sort of loose. Unity. That's that is tremendously beautiful. Yeah, I really feel like you guys are going to get back together. You're going to come together. Communication's the key to unity. I wish you the best of luck. I really hope this reading has been of benefit to you and has provided some guidance. And as always, this is a general reading, so please take everything with a grain of salt. Only take what resonates, and certainly leave everything else behind. Remember, you are in control of your life, the actions you take and the people who are in it. Onwards, Group 1, it sounds like you've got a really beautiful reunion coming up. Okay, number 2. Let's have a look and see what's going on for you guys. So let me just step into the energy here and feel what's going on. So to be honest, the first thing I want to do is actually just find the Gabriel and read it. So it says, Gabriel wishes you to know that many blessings are sent to you from the angelic kingdoms. Simply yield to this. Don't resist, just let go. The joy and love you will receive as flow directly from the source will surpass anything you may experience. These feelings are virtues that will always be received in the holy instant of benediction. The angel's service is to be a loving conduit of the divine, lifting away any challenge you may experience. Fear makes us unaware of angels. Surrender the grip of fear and your blessings will accrue. So from what I can see here, you guys are actually looking pretty good. If you are in separation at the moment, I think it's going to be very short-lived. I think what I'm feeling here is actually something about travel and separation rather than an actual argument in a relationship. That's not my feeling. I think you're actually just separated from each other for whatever reason. It could be for work, it could be for travel, or whatever reason that it is that you guys can't be together at the moment. And maybe it's one of those situations where, you know, sometimes you meet someone while you're traveling, or you meet someone who's come to your own country and you've met them, or your town, and then you have to part ways, and now you're deciding if it's worth pursuing it, to get back in contact or to meet up again. But from what I can see here, this is not only a very grounding and joyful and passionate relationship, it's one that's going to absolutely fill your cup to the brim. Maybe you were the traveller. I see you were someone sort of pretty quick-witted and creative, and maybe you're worried about being locked down in one place, but this could be really good for you if you're thinking about moving to be with this person. I think it's going to be really grounding and fruitful for you. This could be the start of a whole new chapter in your life. I really think that it's almost like you've already made this decision. I'm not even sure why you're looking at this reading, because all I see here are two people who have either come together or will be coming together. This could actually be something that the Four of Wands is traditionally a wedding card. It can certainly signal union. This is the card of things coming together. This is the Trinity, it's unity, it's favourable outcomes. There is a strong anchor created through the triangle. And I think this person might be coming in and he just is washing away. The beauty of this connection is washing away all the pain of the past. This is you choosing to move forward. This is giving me the goosebumps. Can you see that? Wow, this is you choosing to move forward into something new that is going to enrich your life. Oh, that's amazing. I seriously have the goosebumps. I mean, the Lovers is often about choice, but it's also with the Two of Cups, it's a divine union. The Queen of Cups and the Queen of Bows is beautiful, beautiful energy between you two. The past life issue, I mean, this could be perhaps the reason for the separation, but also the reason for such a dynamic pull together. I'm seeing him doing the the two hands up and down, which is balance, but it's also again about choice. So this feels like you really need to use your intuition and trust your gut with this, because you'll be able to feel into what's right for you. And you can even try the exercise this angel is doing on this card. Just pop your hands out and just ask to feel your yes. And to me it rises. I feel a lifting, and you'll know, and I feel it heavy like it drops. That can be a way to feel into what's right for you. So I wholeheartedly encourage you to try that one out. This feels really good. I don't think you should be second guessing yourself. I don't even know what you're waiting for, but I can understand it. The Archer, I'm pretty sure, is the Chariot. This is like taking aim. This is like, yeah, I know what I want. Whether that's you or the person that you've been thinking about. I think it's them, actually. And there's like their mates or their family, and, are you sure? And he's like, or she, this is what I want. So go after it. And of course we have, what's this? Contraction, Priestess, Student, Apprentice. So there could be some kind of like mutual learning and teaching here that's going to benefit you both. There might be something that this person brings into your life that you're going to be like, wow, that's so interesting. I've always wanted to learn that. Or it could be something on a more subtle level of just the dynamics that you bring to the relationship. But there's definitely going to be some kind of positive exchange going on between you guys. The Priestess is about stepping up into your power, again, trusting your intuition, feeling it in your waters, and making the right choice. This is not someone who's going to pull you down into a lower energy. This is someone who will support you and lift you up and live in alignment with you. And it's also, I think, a reminder for you to stay in the energy of the priestess, which is in your power, in your self-knowing, not shrinking to the whims of another. Not that you should be controlling, but just that we can really let go of what we want in life and who we think we are for the sake of a relationship. And sometimes that's a few of the ingredients for the type of relationship you can become really isolated and lost in. So this is just a reminder to you to stay in your power and trust yourself. Contraction. Yeah, so maybe this is the pang of fear. This is the pang before the rebirth of what's coming into your life. And it's natural to feel this. Perhaps you've been really hurt in the past by relationships and you're not wanting to just leap into something that could leave you completely raw again. But I think you need to do this. I really, really, really think that you need to do this. So I wish you so much luck with this group too. I really hope this reading was of benefit to you, but always remember this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates with you and just leave the rest behind. If you're interested in getting any further clarity and would like a personal reading, my details are in the description below and I'd be happy to hear from you. So all the very best. Alright, so group 3, the beautiful Boulder Opal. So stunning. It's so tempting to actually crack this open and see the beauty of the opal inside. But I mean, you can't, you've got to leave something in the wholeness of its beauty, right? So let's see what's on the cards. So I'm hearing a few things here, and primarily I have to say I'm hearing please move on. And I'm seeing an energy down this vein of feeling inhibited from your womanhood, even perhaps not being able to be who you are in this connection, or giving too much of yourself to another, but essentially changing who you are, who you would be in your own environment if things were as you wanted them to be. I can see it's kind of tricky to get out of this situation. I mean, maybe this person that you have been with is, I'm not going to say a sugar daddy, but I mean, he's definitely someone who is in control of his own world, who has his pockets full of gold and he's ready to roll, and you are sort of going along for the ride at this point, because initially there was a lot of love there and it certainly provides a good deal of abundance in your life, but you're reminded that you're able to create this for yourself in your life. You don't need to be reliant upon someone else, and so I can see why you're reluctant. And this is interesting. So we have the Hanged Man between the King and Queen of Pentacles. I feel like almost this could be approaching a marriage breakdown, like you're both sitting on the fence with this one, and somehow the Hanged Man is sitting right beneath of the World Tree. It's like, should I stay or should I go? You're asking yourself what you want. I want more than this. I want to be my own independent woman. But how do I get there? I think maybe you sling a few harsh words at each other, and this has caused deep insult to the pride and the love that exists within your relationship, and has become a kind of insurmountable hurdle, but the advice from the angels is actually to be willing to forgive and to speak your truth in the situation. And in speaking your truth, that's going to open up the gateways to healing. And even if this is the case that you move on and leave this relationship completely and sign the documents, then this is actually a golden path for you on to the next chapter in your life. This is a real turning point, I feel. And let's see, actually I want to draw them now from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot and just see what further wisdom. Oh, there we go. King of Swords. Is there another one? Two more. Feeling. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, look, to be honest, I can see that this is a real struggle for you. Not just the choice of whether to leave or to stay, but what that actually means in terms of the rest of your life and the effect that that has on how to organise everything else going on. But that ultimately it's going to be you can choose to work on it, or you can choose to move on. My predominant feeling is that it's now time for you to have the right conversations and perhaps to move on and choose to nurture yourself and think about what it is that you really want. You have to ask yourself, is this really in alignment for me? Is this person helping me to be? Is this person allowing me to be the most radiant version of myself? Do they inspire me? Do they encourage me to follow my dreams, or do they keep me just following a routine because it makes life easier for them? Do they care what you have to say, or do they just shut you down? Does this enrich you, or does it deplete you? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. The first message that I got was, please move on. Please move on. There is so much present. The energy of love for your smooth journey through this process, and the true abundance that will come into your life on all levels as you come back into alignment with yourself and find new ground. I think actually once you make the choice, this is going to be really joyful for you. Yeah, I get this real feeling of joy. It's like, oh, that was so hard to do, but wow, I wish I'd done that however many years ago, months ago, whatever the situation is for you. But I feel like this could actually be quite a relationship of reasonable duration. So I hope this reading was of benefit to you and you resonated with it. Please just keep in mind this is of course a general reading and it may not all have felt right for you. So just take what does, what messages you want to take with you, and just leave the rest behind. If you'd like more personal guidance and you'd like to order a reading, my contact details are in the description below. I wish you all the very best with your journey.
La tempestad y la calma siempre me quedará la voz suave del